Welcome to the WION podcast, where we explore fascinating stories and ideas from various fields. In this episode, we explore why high-G barrel rolls become far more perilous near the ground as rapid altitude loss, disorientation, negative G effects, and thin hot air leave almost no room for recovery, turning a seemingly smooth maneuver into a split-second fight for survival. Now, the risk becomes clearer once we break down the maneuver itself. A barrel roll rotates the aircraft 360 degrees. The nose traces a circular path in 3 dimensions. The aircraft gains and loses altitude during the roll. Ground observers see a smooth circular path, but the pilot experiences G-forces pushing on the body. The aircraft descends 100 to 200 meters in one barrel roll. Each barrel roll loses significant height. A smooth barrel roll loses 100 to 200 meters. If the barrel roll goes wrong and becomes a spiral, altitude loss doubles or triples. A spiral descent can lose 300 to 500 meters before the pilot recovers control. At 200 meters altitude, losing 100 meters leaves only 100 meters margin. Aviation guidelines say minimum safe altitude for barrel rolls is 600 meters. This allows room for mistakes. At 600 meters, even if the roll goes wrong and becomes a spiral, the pilot has altitude to recover. At 200 meters during airshows, pilots have almost no margin. One mistake means ground impact. When the aircraft inverts during a barrel roll, pilots experience negative G forces. Blood rushes upward. Pilots feel confused about which direction is down. Some pilots experience temporary blackouts lasting seconds. At high altitude, this confusion is manageable. At 200 feet, confusion during roll means losing altitude uncontrollably. A barrel roll requires sustained 3 to 4 G forces. Pilots experience their weight multiplying 3 or 4 times. Physical fatigue affects pilot response time. At low altitude performing this maneuver, fatigue plus disorientation plus altitude loss creates perfect conditions for disaster. Desert air is hot and less dense. Aircraft wings produce less lift in thin air. At Dubai Airshow, where temperatures exceed 45 degrees, the air is particularly thin. The wings have less control authority. Aircraft respond slower to pilot inputs. Low-altitude maneuvers become riskier in these conditions. When something goes wrong at 200 meters altitude, recovery is nearly impossible. From nose-down dive to level flight requires 500 to 800 meters altitude. From spiral descent requires even more. At 200 meters, the ground arrives in seconds. Pilots cannot recover in time. This is why low-altitude aerobatics are extremely dangerous. Thanks for tuning in to this incredible story. If this episode resonated with you, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button for more captivating stories to come. Stay tuned.